should be joining us soon, but I gotta start the session, guys.
At some point.
At some point, we're gonna start this. All right, we're going. Hello, all you patient, wonderful people. Eric Watson here from the Writer, Play of Games, Write of Words, Recorder Videos, and Tabletop Role-Playing Aficionado. I really like a warm-up crew or like a stand-up comedian or something.
Yeah, warm-up act.
A warm-up act, yeah. Somebody play like a very quick session right before us. Make it very entertaining, but not too entertaining.
Don't show us up.
Don't show us up. That's not part of the
Attack
assignment.
5.
Yeah.
Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my wonderful friends, Chris playing Gottwald Ironhorn, the Minotaur Rune Knight Fighter.
Hello.
Not even the right spot yet. Heather will be joining us very soon, maybe by the time I finish this intro. Raymond playing, nope, he's also not here. Reese, you're here.
Sorry.
Playing Toril, the Kenku Fathomless Warlock / Fighter.
Boy, do I have some jokes for you.
Raymond did text me back. I think he's coming. We are all on, I think, holiday weekend mode. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch more D&D reviews, videos, and Let's Plays on the channel. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com and watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting the Deep, every Monday and Thursday. Head on over to our live post-session discussion chat from the deep after our show tonight. You can also listen to all these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you would like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/roguewatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and private patron D&D games. Shouts to patrons this week. Francesco. There's Heather playing Sabra Kedis, the Lizard Folk School of Necromancy Wizard. Maybe she hasn't put her headphones on yet. For our campaign, we use Roll20 for your chat. We use Discord. For streaming, I use OBS Studio. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod. Amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Let me change to that setup. There we go. Looking better. Previously, oh, thank God, Raymond's here. Did not want to repeat this previously. Look at that. Everybody trickling in. Perfect timing.
Why does Roll20 never remember me anymore?
Who are you again?
I don't know. Ask me tomorrow.
We're here. Yeah. Also, happy birthday to my youngest. Had a nice day today.
And she will excitedly tell everybody she is 4.
She is 4.
She is 4. It's a good age. Hang on, I gotta fix your webcam. Why is that?
Pretty good.
She was telling a bunch of strangers at the museum today.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
A lot of memories from when I was 4.
Right.
I bet
This is a good year.
There we go. That's probably the problem. I didn't have the Discord thing on up. Sorry. Now that you're all here, I can adjust webcams. So you all get to wait a second while I do that. All right. Previously on, which by the way, for those of you that listen to these all in one go, we haven't played in 2 weeks, so everybody will be asking questions constantly about what was going on, what was happening. I think Raymond hasn't played in 3 weeks, so he'll be especially lost. But I'm going to do a previously on Call from the Deep. Having infiltrated Mr. Dory's warehouse and made it to the top floor, the party had to deal with much stronger guards on a rickety platform with a large crane holding an old ship aloft. With Mac knocked out of commission, Gottwald grabbed one guard and suplexed him onto the lower floor, leaving Toril and Sabra to head outside to deal with the other guards at range. The platform proved unstable, but both heroes kept their footing as they lobbed spells at the guards on the ship. When a fourth came out of the crane, Sabra had to use her shield spell to avoid getting knocked around, and Toril blasted him off with an Eldritch Blast. But these were more than just mere guards. As Gottwald punched, one guard's face split open, revealing the toothy maw of a deep scion, high-ranking members of the Kraken Society. Its scream stunned Gottwald, with the Scion raced upstairs to claw at the others. But between spells and teeth, spells won out, and soon the Scions were defeated. The party carefully moved onto the suspended ship and down the hatch, avoiding a pool of steaming, befouled water. Opening a door triggered an ambush by more Scions waiting inside, including Mr. Dory himself, who summoned restraining tentacles. Savra got everyone out with teleportation magic, though the thunderous blast nearly left Gottwald deafened. Toril took out Mr. Dory with a banishment spell, leaving everyone to clean up the Scions. When the banishment spell expired, the party was prepared to unleash hell with spells and steel, sending the cult council member to his knees, begging for his life. That is... Oops, why is that still messed up? Sorry. I have that one on, too. Should not be playing. There. Okay. Nobody wanted to look at me while I was doing that whole intro anyway. I think I've got the cameras fixed now. So, we actually ended having stopped, won the fight, but you guys were still having, you've defeated well, I've already, I think, said in the intro, Mr. Dory. So, I'm giving you that much information already. But he's still conscious and now literally on his knees, looking at you all, putting you back on the map as well.
He's looking at us. Kill him.
Looking at us. All right, there, and you are there. And Mac rushes in.
Where have you been, Mac?
I just made my way back up.
You woke up in a pile of boxes.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
What do we have here?
And this
Yeah.
dude looks very nasty.
This was the
Ugh.
melty wax face.
Yeah,
man.
he's like,
Right.
flesh is like melting off his face. Looks, his whole body just has like that fleshy, like just, yeah, he looks like he is about to just melt into a puddle. And everywhere in here is like that nasty, very steaming, hot, fouled water.
This is reminding me of Frame Rush Rabbit.
Oh, the stuff that
True
like
melter and-
de-cartooned the cartoons. That was fucking messed up too. When I was
That
a
was
kid,
messed
like,
up.
oh god, it's like murdering cartoon characters. Yeah, he just came back from a banishment spell, and you all had unleashed this hilarious surprise run of abilities, including, I believe, a blight spell that did like 60-some damage to him or something. So literally just, in fact, you can scroll up, 51 damage. It's still on there.
Yeah.
So he just collapsed to his knees.
I hope he just like crippled his leg, like his legs just
Yeah.
shriveled up and fell off or something.
Yeah, like it's just atrophies. Like,
He has no arms anymore. He
No
has no
arms,
legs.
stop, love, no more. Who are you? What do you want?
We want to know what you are doing here.
This is a business. Warehouse logistics. Do you know who I am?
Did you guys do this to him?
Hey, don't judge us, man. we've seen what you do
Max
when no
got to play
one's
good
looking.
cop now.
Yeah.
Here, sir. This
Don't worry,
mean-
I'm here now.
I mean, I don't melt people's faces off.
Wait, hold on. That we didn't do.
Please
Look at
stopped
him.
him like that.
We might have made it worse.
Did you melt his face?
He's ugly. What?
I can still hear you. I still have feelings.
Seriously, what did you guys do to him?
He did this to himself. At least we think so. Or whoever he is working for did this to him. Yes?
My collections to the great Fathomless have bestowed special powers and abilities.
He points at Toro, but he doesn't look like that.
At the same time, I turn over and look at Torin. Do you look like that?
He does not worship the true Fathomless. He is a heretic.
Oh,
Makes sense.
that's what the Fathomless does to the heretics. Makes them look like that.
I am a faithful Kraken Society. Our odds deep in the Styes.
In the Styes? With the pigs?
That's
That
what they
explains the smell.
refer to this location.
Just don't look in the mirror, man.
There are some drawbacks. Must be kept wet.
Must you be moist?
Always moist.
Why are we here?
Alright, it's time to share the ye old journal entry, because that usually helps. There is Styes. There we are. You all have been doing a big murder investigation in this area. Which I could read aloud because we're all being silent.
Silently reading.
Zixara the Aboleth sent you here because of learning the location of one of the Illithid leaders. Must be doing something dangerous in the city. You arrived in the city, discovering it as a dilapidated, poisoned harbor district. You met Dr. Rephram, a local physician alchemist who wanted to help investigate a string of murders and the potential wrongful execution of a friend. And then you explored the asylum, spoke to the head physician, met with the constable, and learned about this mysterious murderer named Jamie, who had no recollection of the murders, completely bewildered and unwell up through his execution. But one name kept coming out through all these different sources. That was Counselor Dory. And you learned that he owns a warehouse here in the Styes. And you infiltrated the warehouse rather stealthily. You had to defeat a couple manticores who were flying around as guards. And then you realized the guards that were up here were actually all deep scions. And it appears Counselor Dory is also not entirely human.
Are you a lich?
Oh, I am very much alive and loving it.
I'm not sure you are alive.
He definitely smells.
We are here to hold you responsible for the string of murders that have been happening. What do you have to say for yourself?
He
Guilty, as I suspect. No words.
Guilty.
He says, "Oh, put you up to this. You work for Thornwell, don't you? Or one of the other counselors? Huh. I own most of the city watch, but I don't recognize you."
Well, I don't come from this part of town. And that doesn't matter. Guilty is as guilty does.
I didn't murder anyone. We already caught the murderer.
No. You may not be the actual murderer, but you are responsible for the murders. Why did you have those people killed?
No, it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. All right. He's still like on his ground. He kind of spits up some blood and wipes his mouth. Look,
Whoa, you bleed?
I'm alive. We've run things very well here in the Styes for years. Last couple of weeks we had someone new arrive, claiming to be an emissary of the Fathomless.
Everyone looks Toral. Where were
I
you
don't
2
know.
weeks ago?
You have been disappearing a lot.
Make sure my mustache is still taped on there.
He proved his station with these visions that we could feel and see. That he certainly looked the part. Had so much power from the Fathomless, none that I've ever seen before. Said that the Fathomless had given birth to a child, and the child's nursery was to be here. But this child required sacrifice. He kind of takes a few gulps. So, we were instructed just to find someone that was healthy and bring them to the emissary. That was it. And then the murders started happening. We were promised that nobody in the Case Society would be targeted, and that has been true. But it's been a lot. And now they've drawn the attention of you people. We never got visitors from outsiders before.
So you do not know who is doing this killing?
Of course I know who did the killing. Because it was caught. I know who my boys picked up with that, what was his name? Jason or something. Some local fisher.
Wasn't it the case that a murder had happened after he got caught? Isn't that?
Yeah, you can ask about that.
Okay. He is not the only one then, perhaps. There were other murders after his internment.
After he was caught, the emissary summoned me. He shivers. Said that the work was not yet done and we had to find another. I told him that things were getting a little heated, but it still had to be done. So, I had to go find another one. But that one, unfortunately, gave up a little bit of a fight. And seems they might have gotten killed instead of taken.
So that means there'll be another. Who's the next victim?
Is he saying that the guy the guy who got caught was the sacrifice, the healthy sacrifice? I'm unclear how they're connected.
So he's saying that the second murder was somebody that they were trying to capture. Yeah, it sounds like his people are capturing a victim. That victim is being brought to the emissary, and then that emissary becomes the killer. Or sorry, the victim becomes the killer. And he's saying this last killer, they went to go get another person to turn into a killer, but that person fought back, and so his people just had to, that they just ended up getting killed.
Okay, so it's the friend of the doctor guy that got executed. He was the killer, but he'd been, I don't know, changed or something, or okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's saying. It's like I think we have found somebody else. Since then, I gotta go quick. The emissary is not one for mistakes.
Who's next?
Well, that's the thing of it. I don't know if there's any reason behind who is targeted. Only that the emissary says those who follow loyal followers of the Fathomless will not be harmed. Instead, we will be ascended when the child reaches its full potential.
Are the people that are brought forward that do the killing, are they to become the child? What is their goal with the murders?
I tried asking about that, but I was treated to some. He just shivers all over. Some terrible visions of destruction, and my mind wasn't able to comprehend much of it. But I think the murders feed the child somehow.
Where's the child now?
You don't think it was possible, but he pales. He's very, very pale.
He melts a little more.
He melts further. Says,
I'm not going to ask again.
I have not seen the child, but the emissary is in our temple, the temple for the Kraken Society. When he says that, suddenly he makes a retching, convulsing sound, and he clutches his head and says, as if somebody's like just hitting him in the brain, just, and he like just falls over and starts clutching his head. Ow, ow, I have been loyal, and he starts screaming, and then he pants for a few seconds, eyes wide, and he stares up, and he starts just mouthing. And if you lean down to whisper, he says, "Look in the evening shadow of brother's lamp." And then his whole body just like pools and bubbles and just starts to melt in there into the pool of water below him.
He was a cartoon after all. In the evening, the frothers. I wasn't sure if I heard you right.
Yeah, can you say it again? Because you
Frothers.
broke up for me. I could barely.
I had a feeling, yeah, that Discord doesn't like it when I'm going extreme volumes.
Yeah.
Frothers
It's in the chat. It's in the chat now. In the evening shadow of Frother's lamp.
Yeah.
What's a frother?
What is a Frother's lamp?
Somebody froths your coffee.
I think could be.
Those are called baristas. As
I
take it.
just
That's my
do the
coffee.
frothing. Nothing else. Can't help you there.
Yeah, just one guy just on the one machine that all it does is the froth.
I just do the froth. Professional frother. Thank you. I believe we discussed you all are very low on resources and quite
Yeah, we
wounded.
are.
Yeah.
You have killed everyone in here. So you are free to exit said warehouse very carefully. Make your way back out into what is probably midnight by now. And the only location you know of is Dr. Rephram as your point of reference.
Surely he'll let us crash at his place, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you can also ask him about all these things, but including what
Yeah. Including what's a frother?
What's a frother?
What's a brother with you?
Yeah, so you can return along the path, not very long, but obviously very still creepy, dilapidated, getting some bad vibes from the whole place, and knock on the door, and you hear about 14 latches, open up, and then you see Dr. Rephram, him with his hilarious glasses. Where's that handout? It might be the player handout.
He of the glasses.
It is not. Well, you guys might be able to find it quicker than I do because you see fewer things than I do, but I know I put that somewhere. Maybe it's under art handouts. I do not see his picture anywhere. Well, anyway, yeah, him with the glasses. You meet up with him, and he's like, "Oh, you all look terrible. I hope you weren't in too much trouble?
A little. We may have destroyed an entire portion of your industry in this town, but it is fine. They were bad men.
Oh, well, that may be most of the town these days. Did you find anything about Jamie or the murders?
Well, Mr. Dory is dead. That is one thing.
Counselor Dory, you killed you. He like really starts like getting excited now.
We
Yes.
killed him.
Yes, we did.
Okay,
Gold,
fine.
please.
Go.
Accept payment. Oh dear.
Your friend was under the sway of very evil forces. His hand was made to do terrible things.
You see, I know there is some nefarious clutches around town, and corruption runs deep. But to have a counselor killed, oh dear.
This is far more than just normal corruption. This is terror of the seas, old magic type evil.
Also, I wasn't there.
I had an alibi. I was unconscious.
clarify.
I
I
was
didn't
knocked
see
over
any
the
of this
edge.
happen.
By the time I got to him, his face was half melted off.
Mac refuses to believe that you guys didn't have a hand in actually like physically altering this person. Of course, you can rest here. I don't have much, but it's relatively safe.
Thank you.
Don't mind all the marijuana smoke, please. You're not
Call me-
narcs, are you?
I will join you, my friend.
We need this. I don't know.
I am.
I don't know what the in-universe version of pipe weed or something is.
Pipe weed, yeah. That's
You're
what
both
it
going
is.
to narc jail.
Yes, so you all can enjoy a long rest in the middle.
While we're long resting,
Maybe
can we
not
ask him
middle.
about the
Yes.
riddle, the location,
You sure can, yeah.
if it means anything to him?
Do you guys need your tokens on this map, or did we?
We do need our tokens, yes. To hit that long rest button.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Also, there's supposed to be like symbols or words on this map because it's just a bunch of squares, as far as I can see.
Uh,
Those are people's homes, Chris.
they're on the GM layer, but you don't need to know most of these areas. So yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's not the best map, I admit.
Okay.
highly offensive.
Yeah, while you're long resting, you can ask about that phrase
Yes.
on Evening Shadow Father's Lamp, and Dr. Rephraim instantly he's like, "Yes, Father's Lamp. It's in. It's the name of the old lighthouse. Here used to be a shining beacon for the city. Ah, those were the good days."
No, thank you.
You seem like a not fun person to be high around, for being honest.
I'm not. I get that a lot.
Yeah, Father's Lamp refers to a lighthouse.
Okay. But what was it? What was the first F? Evening in the evening shadow. Okay. Does anything particular happen there in the evening? Do people avoid the area?
It's long been abandoned, and much of the Styes is, of course, falling apart. The lighthouse itself has been officially decommissioned for some time. I can't do this without coughing. Oh my goodness.
Rasp that voice.
Sorry, it's getting so raspy. And in fact, the lighthouse itself has been sinking into the sea, like much of the district. Probably something metaphorical there.
Sure.
Keep telling yourself that.
That's the weed talking.
It's medicinal.
Yes. All right. Anything happen at this long rest in terms of changing things at all? Anybody got stuff to change? I don't think I do.
Are you changing outfits?
We long rest so rarely. I feel like something needs
That's
to happen
true.
every time
It
that
does
we
not
do.
happen very often, and especially it doesn't happen. It usually happens between sessions. Like,
Right.
yeah, this is. You guys spent quite a few resources in that warehouse.
Just a few.
I'd be up for a level up.
Yeah, I could go for that.
Yeah.
Not
Let's do a
quite
little
done
up.
with this area though, although you have kind of solved part of the murder mystery. You feel like at this point,
Well,
maybe
yeah,
not
but now
so
we know
much of
there's a Kraken child somewhere in the city.
Things might have-
Could you mark on the map where this light tower is?
Yes, it pops up and says your journal has been updated. This location.
Could it have to do with the shadow that the moonlight casts on it?
Would certainly be my guess as well.
Maybe we should go check it out right now while it's nighttime.
Well, it was midnight when you guys long rested. Now it's probably like you guys have a nice late night and a late morning. And if you want to advance time, we can. I don't have anything like there's nothing.
Are there
You
shops
guys
in this
bum
town?
around.
I've used every single one of my healing potions.
That's
I'd be up
true.
for some brunch if you guys want some.
Yeah. I could go
what
for
was
an
the name of that
omelet.
place we kept talking about like
Oh,
3
yeah.
weeks ago?
A shrimp place.
The shrimp place.
Was it
The
a
new
shrimp place?
shrimp place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should keep hearing about
They,
this shrimp
they
place.
do brunch. They do brunch, right? Bloody Marys and shrimp.
That's oh god. Let's get this day started off right.
Yeah.
Who's up for Bloody Marys and shrimp?
Talking to the doctor guy. You want to come?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of dates are happening at the shrimp place.
I've heard of that dude shrimp place. Yes.
Yeah, we should check out their brunch menu.
Yes.
I like shrimp. Can I come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gottwald. Roll
Well,
roll a 1d4.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could go there now just to see if there's anything during the daytime, but the riddle probably refers to the nighttime shadows.
This is how sick you get from eating the shrimp.
Nighttime's the right time. Yeah.
You, even though it's known as the Alchemist Quarter, you find that there's not a lot of goods available to people. They seem to be all just shipped out elsewhere, and it's all part of this grand scheme. And most of the stores are long closed or abandoned. But just by asking around to some faces and looking into things, you think you can find 2 potions of healing for an actual reasonable 50 gold cost, which is at cost in other places. Everything else you find is like hilariously either overpriced or not available, or what you think is like possibly a potion of poison in disguise.
Oh, great. Okay.
But this represents like all the end of that chain, like just finding 2 potions of healing that you could purchase if you wanted to.
Not even greater potions, just regular healing potions.
Yep. You guys did find potions in the warehouse, though, if I remind you all. I know they weren't all healing potions, but
I think I have some. I've at least got a filter of love and a potion of gaseous form in my inventory.
there you go.
Yeah. Whatever we do with those.
I mean, that potion of love would be very helpful for whoever we take to the shrimp place.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys can enjoy a lovely shrimp breakfast with Dr. Rephram.
Shrimp and eggs.
Shrimp and eggs.
Shrimp omelet.
Yeah, the seafood's very
Shrimp
fresh.
frittatas.
You're not sure if this place would pass any kind of health inspection.
Yeah.
Oh boy, just
Double my shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best place to eat shrimp.
Do you guys even have a refrigerator?
It's just a cardboard box with shrimp in it.
A box.
They're fresh.
You just throw
They're
these on
fresh.
the
It's
floor
okay.
with a push broom. You want your shrimp, or don't you?
We boil it before you eat them.
Oh, you want them boiled, your majesty.
Why are these shrimp oozing?
That's the flavor. They're oozing
black
with
lines.
flavor. Yeah, you're pretty sure there's oil spill on them. Yeah, the
Riddled with parasites.
extra protein. You are within visible distance of the lighthouse, which is in like looks like a leaning tower sinking into the distance. Also, I'm realizing there was loot back with Mr. Dory stuff. So
What?
we're gonna go over that right here that you all, I'm sure, grabbed 2 seconds ago. Did I actually make this a loot thing? I did. Okay, good for me. So you find when his body melted, you found that he had an kind of a necklace with an amulet that seemed to have a squiddy design on it. And Twirl, well, I don't know. You're a Fathomless worshiper, but you've never been in the Kraken Society, so it depends on how much, if any of you would recognize the symbol of the Kraken Society. You can infer, okay, this guy said he was Kraken Society, the symbol looks very squid-like, so on. So I'm not going to make you roll a check or anything like that, but you're pretty sure it has something to do with the Kraken Society. And this is the Amulet of the Kraken Priest. It does require attunement. The amulet is shaped with the familiar tentacle sign of the Kraken Society. It's always wet and slimy to the touch. While wearing this amulet, you have resistance to lightning damage. Using this amulet, you may cast the command spell at will with a DC 13, but may only target creatures with a swim speed. You may not know if a creature has an innate swim speed when you try to use this feature. You also found in his desk, Mr. Dory's desk, you found the following scrolls. A scroll of Prayer of Healing, a scroll of Detect Evil and Good, and a scroll of Enhance Ability.
Well, Toril and Savra, you guys can split those up however you want.
You also find 5 pearls,
Wow.
which are worth 100 gold each.
I'll take the pearls.
With the pearls.
And I know you guys don't really technically need this because Max already got a hat, but this kind of describes some of the story that Mr. Dory had a disguise kit. And you can infer that maybe this is how he used to actually get around, and it comes with like a lot of makeup and like wig and shit and just stuff that makes it look like he'd be able to pass as just a really off-putting human.
Just a moist human.
A moist human.
Take the spell scroll of detect evil and good.
I'll detect both.
I'll never let evil and good sneak up on me again.
Never at the same time.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to attune to the amulet, you can, because we just long rested. Otherwise, we can just add it to the inventory. But it is a thing that exists.
I would be freaking out that that's going to turn me into him.
Right. Yeah. It's also slimy, right? You said you said it's slimy.
Always wet and slimy to the touch.
Yeah.
It's slimy. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just put it back?
Toss in the river.
But yeah, while eating, you can look in the distance across the harbor and see, let's say like the shrimp place is like here, and then the
right on the harbor.
Yeah, it's a nice location.
Most of the cities are right on the harbor, but still.
It's pretty much all harbor, yeah. But still, like, nice waterfront. And then you see in the distance, this area is particularly completely destroyed. Just already the whole harbor district looks really bad. This looks like the epicenter of bad. Like, doesn't even look like any kind of business is there. Like, absolute slum, destroyed situation. And that's where you see this lighthouse kind of out in the distance, and it's just like leaning on its side. And yeah, you guys can spend, hours, like I said, shopping, going over your loot, eating at this place where they're like, all right, seriously, you guys have been here a while. We're regretting our all-you-can-eat shrimp.
I was about to say, it's just an all-you-can-eat Bloody Mary and shrimp buffet. And we're each on our 6th Bloody Mary and 30th shrimp frittata.
So many shrimp frittatas. Yeah, they're getting ready to kick you guys out. Like, we're gonna have to close this place down.
We're gonna have 2 levels of poisoning going into this next area.
Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Yeah. Dr. Ephraim warns it's a very dangerous area. He's not sure if anything goes down there, but he's pretty sure nothing good happens in there because there's just nothing, like no businesses, no people really should live there. He said he's heard rumors of people meeting there, not the good kind of people. So, in that whole area.
This is where we find out that Ephraim is very racist.
Not the good kind of people. The bad people. People Dr. Ephraim
Like,
associate with.
Oh, doctor, we were having such a good time.
You let your guard down. Please, be careful.
Of course, we will rid your city of this evil corruption.
Don't even live here. Too kind.
We simply fight our enemies.
All right, we can advance to evening time, I think. So you guys mentioned following the sun set, so you guys can hang around the Styes for a bit. And sure enough, when it gets to be evening, you can travel over there, and it's, we'll kind of montage past it, but you might see like some street urchins running around or vandalism, and maybe people see you and they like know not to fuck with you, but you definitely see like shit happening in the distance, especially when you're going to this really, really bad part.
Yeah.
It's just, wolves howling in the distance. It's the whole thing where you feel like, well, we really crossed like the railroad tracks here. This is real bad. And you can see when the sun is setting, clearly this thing works like almost a shit. What do they call that? With the
sundial.
Thank you, sundial. Works like a sundial where you can see the shadow overlapping just a certain area of this kind of slum district. And you can make your way over to that area. A tangled wall of apartments and storefronts rises up on either side of a channel of sluggish, tainted water. The structures down near the waterline are empty and desolate, while the ramshackle additions built over their roofs appear progressively more inhabitable as they rise up into the polluted sky. The overall effect is that of a canyon, with walls made from the cross-section of a decaying shanty town rather than from stone. A narrow timber bridge sags across the channel, leading from the back of a crooked alley to what appears to be a partially sunken galley, whose structure has been incorporated into the ruined jumble of buildings. Over a dozen figures stand on the main deck of the ruined galley in a circle, some with heads bowed, others with arms raised. Behind them, a prominent pair of massive wooden doors leads into the crumbling buildings. So you all find yourselves on a narrow bridge, crossing kind of a channel, and now approaching what looks like half of a ship destroyed, stuck into a bunch of just crashed, jumbled buildings, but then there's a pair of doors kind of leading into the buildings, but then on the ship's deck, there are over a dozen people.
Should someone try to sneak up on them? They are probably enemies. I do not sneak. Max not here. Max.
You do not sneak.
You do sneak. You just don't sneak well.
No. Well.
Not without that pass without trace.
That's right. Well, in Max's absence, I do have a potion of gaseous form.
Oh, Lord.
I can just turn into a
Where's
gas.
the gas?
Yeah.
I can turn into a gas.
Let's do it.
What better way to sneak up on people than to descend upon them as gas?
Just a normal, low-flying green cloud.
Don't mind me.
What does it look like?
I mean, I don't know. Do you get to choose?
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
I mean, with a potion, probably not. It's not like you're like crafting a spell
A
here.
misty cloud is how it's described.
Okay.
A
I just
misty-
like a bit of fog on the water.
Yeah. Pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, and treat liquid as though it were solid surfaces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it last?
Up to an hour.
Oh, okay, nice. Can you control what the gas cloud looks like at all?
I'm willing to be flexible.
Okay.
Red and black. So cool.
What I mean more likely
Smog.
is like Gotwal trying to figure out some set of symbols for like if the cloud looks like this, it means attack. If the cloud looks like
Wait
this,
a minute. I thought you just wanted to paint yourself with a different skin, but you're
No,
like,
no, I'm
I want to
talking
be
about,
able
like,
to form
I want to form a giant penis out of.
Why is it always has to be a penis?
It's a funny shape. I don't know.
Gaseous form. Penis
Oh my god,
instantly.
I just saw an ad for flip-flops that as you're walking on the beach, it leaves behind penises as you're walking. So as people come out, they'll just find like a trail of penis stamps in the sand. I'm like, I have to buy these for the next time I go to a beach.
Yeah.
Oh, someone please think of the children.
We
Mommy,
did.
what's that?
Whoa. Ah.
Yeah,
All
how
right.
much can I squeeze it into a narrow shape? Can I turn it into a horizontal shape?
Narrow but
Are
Are we
girthy
talking
still.
still about the penis, or are we talking about
Always
the
talking
cloud?
about.
You pick. It could be. I can turn it horizontal. I can turn it vertical. I can point it directly at them.
I animate said penis. I just want to be like a gaseous gif in the air.
Can I spin around like a?
It's a helicopter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I'm like one of those dudes with the cones at the airport, but it's just a cloud penis that's just spinning around.
Raymond, help! He's coming up with terrible ideas.
This is what happens when you
It's
leave
been
them alone.
2 seconds, and we're discussing cloud penises now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Where did you find a cloud penis?
All this disappeared.
Where did you find- He wants to use his potion of gaseous form, and then it got creative from there.
Okay. I also have a potion of gaseous form. What can we do together?
It's like 2 penises. That's what we can do.
Okay.
There's no other right answer.
Were we
He
trying
was
to
very quick
penetrate?
on that too. There was no hesitation there.
And then when we
Oh, wait.
form a cross, when we cross the penises, form the X. That's the symbol to go. That's the symbol to attack.
Are we
We're
Going
sneaking up
somewhere?
on people.
I think we
Are
just
we-
discovered our party's symbol
Oh.
that needs to go on the ship.
Yeah.
So we're trying to penetrate through them?
Yes, that's right.
Are we on the more realistic side or more cartoon side?
Oh, it's hard cartoon. It's proportions.
Oh, we're
are
not going
realistic.
into the realms of pornos. No, 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 no. I'm gonna cut that off right now.
It's all very cartoony, very above board, very tasteful,
Mhm.
very tasteful. All
Oh Lord.
right.
Yeah, we were just trying to sneak up on these people on the boat.
Yeah, that's all you're trying to do. And
That's
then
all
you
we're trying-
suddenly came up with this insane tangent.
I
mean-
just want some way to signal the people who are watching.
That is one way to signal.
Who's watching us?
The other people who aren't clouds.
The other people who aren't clowns. The other people who aren't clowns.
People who are clowns?
Yes,
Are
Are
they
you-
watching us?
Are you sure you didn't take a hit from Dr. Ephraim?
I was up real late with
You're the one
Dr.
who
Ephraim.
spent 12 hours drinking Bloody Marys at the shrimp place. This is what happens.
Yes.
Look, kids, drugs and alcohol don't mix, okay?
Yeah. He was up late with Dr. Ephraim, but it was a bunch of Bloody Marys.
Godwall's just screaming this now. The clown people.
The cloud people won't take me alive.
I must become like
They're
them.
always watching. You know that.
Max going to remind you about this kind of cool skill he has.
Yeah,
That could
that's
help with the-
you weren't here for 2 seconds, and we had to come up with this fucking insane plan.
We literally said, since Mac's not here, let's
We
do
have to
this
go
instead.
clown penis. But since you're here, we can dial that back now.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what do.
if you really like the idea, for some reason I have 2 potions of gaseous form, so
Oh,
We can do some sword fighting.
We can do some kind of Blue Angels thing.
exactly. In sync. 3 of them. Woo!
just some cloud penises floating through. Nothing's just here.
That's when Dr. Ephraim finally like, I've never spoken.
Yeah. Yep.
We're just normal cloud people going through.
Why, you never seen a cloud person before?
We have
Summer
given
can
Demnix a lot of material to work with for this week.
Oh God, please don't. Just
Oh
Discord
God, please do.
have just Discord have like adult content limitations.
We'll find
Summer
out.
can go from behind us and cast gust of wind on us. Just
Yeah.
Propel us to the air at Mach speed.
see who can
You can use
maintain their cloud penis form the longest.
Yeah. I don't know what we're actually doing right now, by the way. I don't know.
You've been having this whole like
Nice.
everybody on the boat is now turned to look at you all and are scratching their heads. Like, what are these guys doing? This is just weird.
How did we get on a boat?
Demnix has said he's not touching no cloud peni.
Yeah.
You're near a boat. You're on a small wooden bridge that spans like a little canal, and there's a giant boat nearby. It's just kind of crashed into like half a building. and that building has doors, and that's
hope
exactly
it has
where the
doors.
shadow of this thing falls, of the lighthouse nearby. But it looks like they're all like robed figures. It looks very culty, to be honest.
Is it just like a plain dark colored robe? Does it look like anything like super crazy, or is it just like a?
It definitely doesn't look like they even all went to the same robe store. It looks like everybody just kind of brought their own robe from home.
This is the KKK scene from Django Unchained. They all make their own hoods. My wife spent all night making these hoods.
Now,
Yeah.
I could try to disguise myself as Counselor Dory, but I need to know what he looked like before you melted his face off.
That's the problem. He always looked like that.
Yeah, he did.
Mac is
He
not
did.
believing
He legit. We spent the next 5 minutes trying to convince Mac.
This
that
was
yes,
half of the breakfast was telling Mac, like, look, we didn't melt
we
his face.
didn't melt his face.
His face is pre-melted. Even though Savra did do 51 points of necrotic damage to him, which would certainly melt a man's face clean off.
Yeah.
But I assure you, it was already melted.
I don't know.
Yeah, melty face man would be legitimate.
But yeah, we could try to go stealth and sneak in.
Can I just
Right.
put my cloak over my head and just walk up to the group?
Sure.
What is it? As if you are
I'm a cultist now. I hastily draw like some like what I believe the Kraken symbol is on like my arm or something.
Yeah, do that.
And is it safe to assume that Toro also has a cloak on? Based on your picture?
Probably.
Do you have a cloak you can pull over your head?
Well, I've got my disguise hat, and then we got a disguise kit for Gottwald, so let's just all get cloaked up and go.
Let's get cloaked up, guys. Yeah, Savra can lead the pack with this, especially when everybody was busy arguing about cloud penises. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are still discussing cloud penises and she's gone. Like
Yeah.
she's like, nah.
Yeah, you look over and she's already like walking across the bridge over to the people. A few of them like kind of barely glance up and look at you, Savra, but they don't seem to pay too much mind. Go ahead and roll me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
Because we're just based on appearance right now.
Make sure advantage is clicked it is. Yeah. I'm still talking to myself about the fact that they were talking about penises.
Yeah.
Like she's mumbling to herself.
You you're trying to keep your head bowed, but like
A gust of wind blows your cloak back.
well, a couple of them are like looking over and glancing and said, and the one nearest you, Savra, as you come up, I'm gonna put you guys on this map. Just kind of leans over to you and says, "Oh, you look like you've already been touched by the Fathomless. You have already received this blessing."
That's right. Now move.
Ah,
Wait, is that an insult?
Depends on who's asking.
yeah.
She'll hiss at him.
They all appear to just be kind of like muttering basic prayers. From what you can gather, Savra, they're definitely saying things about the Fathomless and the mighty seas, and hints about a gift from the Fathomless. The fact that the Styes will be the birthplace of more new power, and like all these kind of things are being muttered, and in kind of like a ritualistic pattern with everybody just standing around. And it is a bit evening time, so you guys should notice that there is some light, but it's a little bit dim.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna start making my way to the door.
Okay.
And anyone who comes close, I'll hiss at them because then they're all gonna think that I have the touch of the fathomless.
Sure. You make your way to the door. What about the rest of you who are now realized Savra is just like walking amongst them with her robe?
Yeah.
Well, might be hard for us two large figures to do that.
I think I'm still gonna do my potion of cats.
Yeah.
Gotta drink this fucking potion, guys.
I can't. Yeah, I talked myself into it. Now I can't get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll join you, Galtwald. I see some portcullises
Mhm.
that we could penetrate through as our cloud penis form. Just make our way over there and just kind of slide on in.
I guess I'll practice learning how to fly. See you guys.
You got you have anyone should be able to convince them you're part of the cult crew.
Oh yeah, I could be part of a cult crew. Just like in high school.
These guys seem way cooler.
You could probably blend in with them pretty well.
All right, see ya.
I'm one of them now.
I'm a cult crew. What if they have pamphlets I can read?
I'm gonna lie to these people and tell them that more followers of the Fathomless are coming. They need to man the front of the ship and make it look like they're doing something. And then I'll hiss at them again to try to scare them.
Okay. As Twirl approaches and Gottwald has officially drank the potion of disguise, is that what's happening? Are you a gas?
Disguise? No,
sorry,
gas.
potion of gaseous form.
Yes. I am currently billowing around Toril as if I was his own personal fog cloud.
Nice. All right, and Toril just kind of sauntering up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another deception check, Savra.
Much better.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They nod, but a few of them look a little uneasy. Like, oh, I didn't know so many people knew about this place. You tell it's more about people feeling like, I thought we were special. Like, and they definitely take a lot of glances at Twirl, seeing as how you've seen, like, it's been 98% humans here, and the ones that aren't humans, maybe like a dwarf or an elf. Certainly nothing as exotic as you all in this city. So that's getting a lot of sideways glances and just raised eyebrows, especially when Twirl comes walking up with his own personal fog cloud.
Again, I'll try to be real scary and get up in the one who's making comments about thinking he was special and say, "You are not special, not till you have been touched," and she'll just push him a little bit
Okay.
to get him in line.
Yeah.
Again, hissing. You can kind of see the little bit of the frills. Again, she's trying to be really scary, and she's not real sure it's coming off that way.
Yeah, these, from what you can tell, these are not
These are peons.
right. Yeah, the ones you fought before were like actual, like, fighters and warriors, and clearly had been changed in some way. From what you're gathering, these all look like people who saw a billboard or something.
Yeah.
Or
somebody answered a
convinced-
Craigslist ad.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
These
Basically.
are the teenagers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1. Like they're not really like they're not
all
really invested, but
Yeah.
they've been given an arcade to hang out in.
Some of them
and-
maybe look like they're invested, but they may just be like they're still like in the lobby of the proverbial lobby of the area, right? They haven't been fully like inducted or anything.
Right.
So yeah, they don't even look like some of them do look like they may be armed with just basic like, dagger or something, but for the most part they look like they're very easily intimidated, especially when they see somebody like Sabra bullying them around, basically. So yeah, it's pretty effective. They kind of stumble back wide-eyed and get back to their mutterings. And you are here to give thanks. You've arrived at a great time. Styes, it's going to be one of the most important places for the society.
All right. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the butt. But Max going to use his hat to turn into Constable Dory, Counselor Dory, and he'll have his cloak on, but just slightly revealing the pale, melted face.
Okay.
But he's not being obvious he's the counselor, but
Okay.
and then cheese will just come as cheese.
Cheese will come as cheese. A little flying dragon. Okay. At this
And-
point, yeah. Go ahead.
In his best voice. Like, I don't know. Do people look at him? Does anybody acknowledge him as Max approaching?
So you're saying you're kind of still you've transformed, but you're also being like wearing a hood. You're not trying to make it obvious
Right.
that you're actually that character. Yeah.
Right.
Roll a deception check with advantage if you're really trying to stay like fairly incognito. Let's leave it up to the dice. Okay. You're not getting any third glances. You might be getting second glances just because there's more people approaching, and they just didn't think there were that many people here, and all of a sudden their numbers have swelled up. Some people are actually looking excited about this, like hell yeah! Now we're getting some more people coming. These guys look
I wonder if
legit.
some chicks are gonna show up.
You guys said it'd be a great place to meet chicks, right? Chicks dig the cult sites. But yeah, otherwise you are able to be fairly kind of blend into the crowd, so nobody's quite glanced who you are. But if you want to, that's your choice at this point.
I see you've met some of the new recruits.
All right, so
Tell me, who is in charge here?
all right, you're going full on Mr. Dory now with the. I like it.
I'm doing the voice.
Doing the voice.
Doing the voice.
All right. Yeah. You see a lot of people like kind of stumble back or like wide-eyed and kind of whisper among each other and be like, oh, "Sir, is that?" This is like the president of the company walking in to like a bunch of new hires. like a lot of them don't even know how to deal with you, and a few of them are like, "Oh, Mr. Dory, sir, we didn't know you were gonna be here tonight."
I do not want people to know that I am here, but I am just checking on my people and the followers of the Fathomless.
Yes.
You know, like that TV show, Undercover Boss, you know?
I'm the undercover boss.
I am that one of that show.
So, hush, don't spread my name too much.
Yes, sir. Of course.
But again, who is in charge here? I would like to check on the status of this area.
Well, you're in charge, of course, sir. This is a test.
I hope you pass. I would hate to shut down one of the most important parts of the Fathomless. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Whatever. I would hate to shut down the most important part of this enterprise.
Sir, is it true that this emissary is from beyond under the sea, and is now here. And somebody else like elbows him, says, "Shut up."
It's best not to ask that kind of question. As only those who are true to the fathomless will know the answer to that in due time. Like this one here. He points at Toro. Isn't that right?
Yes. Sure.
You see, the confidence in that voice.
It stirs.
You people keep working hard towards your goal, and you may one day become true fathomless like this one.
Leave me out of this.
That part of your corporate boss scheme.
Yeah. Corporate culture makes Toro very uncomfortable.
Such modesty.
You're all going to hell.
Savra, on the doors, you see they appear. You don't know how to open them. The only thing you see is very clearly on the middle of one of the doors is a recessed opening that is in the exact shape of that amulet.
Oh, the slimy one?
The slimy one.
Damn. I guess we should have taken it with us.
We still haven't. We didn't actually throw it in the river.
Oh, yeah, now you didn't throw it in the river. Quick load.
Alright, who's got the slimy thing?
You tried to throw that object away, and the game's like, you
the game
can't
didn't let
do
you- yeah.
that. We
Just
can't let
reappear in
you.
your inventory.
This went in
Yeah.
your quest inventory, yeah.
Right. Your key items.
Your key items inventory. You can't sell it, and you can't drop it.
Who has the amulet?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Somebody.
It just
That's
happened.
fine. It's
in
fine.
our
I can sell it later.
it's in our shared inventory.
Yeah. I just jammed the amulet in there.
Okay. You jammy the ammy. You place the amulet in there, and you see kind of delicately, sure. And you see kind of arcane lines begin to come out of it, and they kind of spill out to the door, and the doors begin. They look like they're about to open, and then you feel like this pulse come out from the doors as they do, and everybody looks wide-eyed and says, "Whoa, hi, oh, they've got," I was trying to respond to that. And then you see all of the, let's call them cultists, suddenly just fall to the ground almost as one and begin convulsing and contorting from this strange energy that came off the door. And they start kind of melting a little bit, kind of like Mr. Dory in a way.
I knew it.
You guys did melt that guy. And you see some of them that are near each other, they kind of almost start melting together like T-1000 style. And you see like limbs and body parts, but they've been kind of liquefied. And you hear like screaming, and all of a sudden that kind of gets enveloped as
You went cloud penises to body horror?
let's do some body order.
Seems like it.
Look, guys, I've been honest with you with all my skills and abilities, but someone here is hiding something.
And they form two creatures that rise up from these body parts that were all almost like translucent, that they start with like tentacles on the bottom and rise up into vaguely humanoid shapes with these long claws and these heads that look like they're sort of, if you asked an alien creature to draw a human head, sort of a thing, but it's all very slimy and wet, and the bottom half is just, I'll be honest, it's all tentacles.
Okay, I'm back in.
Back
You
in,
lost
guys.
him, and you brought him back in.
And I'm gonna have to ask for some initiative, please.
Oh yeah,
I
all the way
All
in.
in wood.
It looks like it would be something that would be very slurpy.
yeah. Just
Gutwall, give me that potion.
Wait, isn't Gottwald still a cloud?
I'm still a cloud.
No,
You are
give me
still
a,
a cloud.
give me a cloud potion. That thing's got a lot of.
A lot of holes to go in. I'm gonna cloud into those holes.
That is a very confusing phrase if you hadn't heard our previous 30 minutes.
Okay. Oh, do clouds have a different initiative order? I don't know.
There is rules about your stats
Yeah.
when you are a cloud penis. Let's see. That you have resistance to non-magical damage. You have advantage on strength, dex, and con saving throws. Sorry, I guess not checks. You have a flying speed of 10 feet. Yeah, it's your only method of movement.
Mm-hmm.
You can enter and occupy the space of another creature. Can you go
Okay.
inside of another creature?
Can I go inside of another creature?
It does say you can pass through small holes and narrow openings and even mere cracks. We cannot be the only people to think of this.
This is the Ant-Man Thanos conversation again. This is like
Well, I was picturing the boys, but yeah, that's probably
I
a
mean
better-
I feel like the boys was literally like commenting on that
yeah,
discourse.
yeah, discourse. Roll an initiative. But yeah, in terms of your initiative, I think that's the same. So you have a flying speed of 10 feet. You have resistance to non-magical damage. You have advantage on strength, dex, and con saving throws, and you can pass anywhere. You can't talk or manipulate objects. You can't attack or cast spells. So all you can do is move 10 feet, but baby, you can move anywhere.
Okay.
I don't know if you read the side effects, but you can't come out of this at will, can you?
Wait, really? Is that a side
I don't know.
Well, I think you can.
It was a
Um,
potion of gaseous form.
Gain the effect of gaseous form spell for 1 hour, no concentration required, or until you end the effect as a bonus action.
yeah.
It
Okay.
does say that at the end. So I guess you can just end it. It does take a bonus action to end it, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it, you do have it for an hour with no concentration required.
Yeah. Well, I go like last in initiative. I'll see how well the team does. if I need to come out punching, I will.
Wait, I thought I rolled... Oh, shoot. Are my things not working?
I don't see.
Did it on this special quiet layer.
I did not. Let me try to restart my API for a second.
Restart the API.
Hold, please. This is when we get into the huge combat now. I start the elevator music.
That's right. This is like we get the big cinematic scene, and then like a loading screen pops up as the actual fight loads.
There we go. That should be working now. All right. Twirl, you are the first to respond to the people who are now crazy tentacle monsters and appear intent on doing terrible things to you.
Anyone else seeing that you can get out of gaseous form?
I love it when you do the body stuff to me. Yeah, I do.
I really do.
In fact, I love it so much, I'm going to send them to my own special little realm.
The realm, the banishment.
Number one.
Team has to be prepared for this every combat from now on.
Yep. He's fallen in love with the banishment.
They don't look very charismatic.
You don't say.
No!
Oh,
and yet, sometimes
Wow.
dice give it. You know, if it always takes
-1.
you 2 tries, then I might be okay with it. Yeah, -1. I rolled an 18. So you lock eyes with what you think are its eyes and attempt to send it to another plane, but it just shakes its head.
All right.
And it did not like you doing that.
So about that. Hey, buddy.
It is going to attempt to hit you with one of its large tentacles.
The largest tentacle?
Possibly the largest tentacle. I don't think that's going to hit a
No.
twirl. Another tentacle. 18? No. Then it reaches forward with its long fingers and tries to touch
Take
your
me
face.
now.
Ooh, what about a 26?
Whoa!
Yeah.
I almost got a crit. So it reaches up with its long hand this time and just touches you like this.
Take me now.
And you take 10 psychic damage. Oh, I rolled terrible damage. And you must have seen on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened. As it just reaches over and sends horrific images. Coral is master of the saves.
Toro likes it. Toro's into this.
He's it's just a smile. Yeah, give me your nightmares.
Yeah. Break my mind, Daddy.
I might need that as a soundbite. I do have this one.
Choose to fail.
That one's from last. That one's from last time.
Yeah. Break my mind, Daddy.
Break my mind, Daddy is pretty fucking good. Mac.
It's been a while. Okay. So he didn't get banished, I guess?
He made the save against the banish, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, number one, take this.
The speedy scimitar with not your best attacks, I'll be honest. The first one hits, and actually the 14 does hit.
Okay.
These things
So,
are hard armor.
first one gets a sneak attack because Twirl and standing right there. So, 17.
It's max damage, nice.
And the second one, second hit, is just a plain old 10.
Alright, you cut into it, and yeah, you just see it's just like moistness everywhere. It's like slicing into a shard. The whole skin seems like it's cartilage and rubber, but it's, you just saw like all this flesh just come together too.
Such a gross feeling.
Yeah, it's gross.
Cheese will position himself tactically.
It's as all I've been updated Cheese's hit points since you leveled up last time still, so I need to.
Oh, yeah.
He might have different HP.
I forget what it is. 5 plus 35, 40.
Alright, Sabra. You see a pair of these creatures. One of them has taken a pretty good amount of damage from Mac.
Okay.
He rolled a 4, and you are not last.
I'm impressed by that. Well, all right. So it's number one that's taking the damage, right?
Yes.
Tried to put its little brain fingers inside Toral's head.
Yeah, and Toral seemed to like it.
He likes weird things.
Because of that.
All right. Well, all right. Let's do. We'll lob this at number one. Will 13 hit it?
Does not. You have found its AC,
Oh.
because a 14 did.
Let attacker one on ties.
That's not a tie. 14 did hit.
Okay.
13 does not, so now you know it's AC.
Okay. That's all I got.
Okay.
I only get to do one thing every time. It's so much fun.
Since Gottwald is a cloud, this one goes lumbering over to you, Sabra.
Mm.
And it will also unleash its triple attack of Tentacle, 15.
No.
Tentacle, 14.
No.
All right, so bashes both tentacles. You're dodging out of the way, but then it reaches up with its long, spindly fingers to try to break your mind with a 19. There's the shield spell.
No. No touch.
Okay, shield spell comes up and blocks the force field. Gottwald Cloud.
Oh, they're doing fine, right?
I'm just living the best cloud life.
Yeah, the door that she tried to open, it didn't, like, her using the amulet on it didn't actually open it at all.
It does look like it's in the process of opening, and you're not sure why this other thing happened.
Okay.
But I did mention that it's opening, so yeah, it's no longer locked. So it looks like it is, like, literally in the process of opening. So you're not sure if that was associated with the door or something else happened, but whatever happened when the door was unlocked that she put in there. Maybe she wasn't, because she wasn't attuned to it. You don't know why. You know, you do know that it is opening the door, but also this nasty creatures are here.
Okay. Well, they're doing fine, so I'm gonna...
Gaseous clay. Oh, lovely.
I'm gonna use the dash action to go another 10 feet and mist my way through this door.
Okay.
Whatever
I think,
cracks,
yeah.
or if it's opening slowly, whatever, yeah. Now, technically,
Yes.
from the way the rules are written,
yes.
I'm not invisible,
Right.
so they technically could get attacks of opportunity if they, like, I'm not exactly sure how you'd rule that. Like, I just know that, like, technically I can be attacked. But I'm not sure if
Yeah.
these creatures know that the you know, cloud is a thing or not.
Right. Especially because, yeah, I think it is kind of a case-by-case basis based on the intelligence of the creatures, what you're doing, as well as, like, the fact you were a cloud before this fight started also.
Yes.
So, yeah, for all those parameters, I'm going to rule that nobody realizes that this random little bit of mist has seeped into the door. This place is probably all got kinds of fog all over the place anyway. But I will say that's not necessarily a blanket rule that they're never going to notice. A lot of this depends on kind of other factors. But
Okay.
inside, you see what looks like a very dilapidated, rotting hallway with kind of a, like, it's not a door, but it's like a big, thick, black curtain at the end of it. At the end of the hallway.
Okay. So, getting large is not a spell.
Okay.
And as far as I can tell from the rules, I'm not excluded from getting large while I'm a cloud.
We're going to look at a lot of these cloud edge cases.
Yeah,
aren't
there's a lot
we?
of cloud rules. Yeah, I can't attack, I can't cast spells.
Right.
But
it doesn't
most
say
of my
you can't. It's
most
not
of my magic is not spell based. It's just inherent.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you just want to be a bigger cloud?
I just want to be a bigger cloud. That's right.
No, I think, yeah, I think I'd allow that because it doesn't say you can't do actions. Well, you already used your action to dash, but you can, I think, bonus action.
There's a bonus action. Yes.
To embiggen, sure. Embiggen as a cloud, yeah, I don't see any problem with that.
All right, I'm turning into a bigger cloud.
Bigger cloud. All right. Now that might be noticeable, but you smartly went into the cracks here.
But I'm gone.
But you're gone, yeah. Wasn't that cloud smaller when it went into that hallway?
My cloud seems to be moving around a lot.
All right, Toro.
All right, let's try it again.
Try it again. I banish you again.
Surely
I
they can't
say
roll an
thee
18
no.
again.
I know. You've seen their save, so odds are pretty good. 'Cause I do show all my saves. Yeah, that was a
There we
bad one.
go.
There we go.
All
That's
right, the tentacles come up, which is, again, weird for, you keep doing this on creatures that use tentacles or are tentacles, but they wrap around this thing and just, like, shunt it down into a whole other plane of existence.
You're in Daddy's realm now.
Just deletes
All right. Time for a nap.
it.
I'm done.
You do have to concentrate, but yeah. right, Mac, you see what I just described, the one in front. Toril just pointed a hand, and all of a sudden these giant tentacles came up, wrapped around this creature, and just seemed to drag it down into another realm of existence.
That's new.
You weren't here for the last time he did it.
No, I wasn't.
Poor Mac is our sweet boy.
All the worst things he doesn't see.
He's gonna
He thinks
step
the
away
best of
from
you all.
steps away from that hole or whatever it was that the tentacles came out of, and
The hole the tentacles came out of.
I sneezed. He's just gonna scimitar this guy, number 2. Where is it?
All 3 of those will hit. Shunk, shunk, shunk.
Nice. Through the squishy flesh. Attack number 1 has sneak attack. Oh, 13
Still pretty good.
plus 9. What is that? 22
I'm doing it as we do.
plus 10. 32.
Yeah, 30 damage, just slicing it all
32.
up. It gives a screaming sound, just blood dripping off and oozing. But it is still up, and I wouldn't even necessarily classify it as fully bloodied yet. It looks pretty like 5 people put together.
Oh, and then let's see. What do I want Mac to be? I think I've been going with acid. We'll say acid.
the
I
cheese
forgot
thing?
the cheese thing. Sorry, I forgot my character. He will add an extra 4 acid to one of those attacks, and then he will come up and let's bite this guy here. Oh, that's not gonna work.
11 does not hit, Alright, Sabra, you still got this thing in your face, although mac and cheese are now attacked it.
Ugh.
Oh, it's still gone. He turned into a cloud and just disappeared.
Just fucked off.
I mean, are we really that surprised?
Living his best cloud life.
I don't have anything that's.
Listen, this is the third narcotic that he's consumed in the last 24 hours.
This is
I'll risk it for the
After the weed and
attack of a pop of
Okay.
opportunity.
Roll a d20 to determine whether it's going to do a tentacle or a mind-breaking touch. If you do a 10 to 20 or 11 to 20, it'll be the tentacle. Lower than that, it'll be the touch. All right, the tentacle. I was prepared to sing you got the touch, but it says tentacle. Wow.
I'm good.
Not gonna hit you.
Okay.
All right. So now let's. He probably still has a bunch of hit points because he was like 5 people put together, wasn't he?
That's what I described.
That little
You saw Mac just
asshole.
do like 30 damage, and it's still holding strong.
Okay. That's overkill. That's overkill. That's overkill. Not that I've ever thought about overkill being before.
Damn, you don't like
Like
hitting
an
these
hit.
guys. Yeah.
I'm good.
I feel like this happened 2 sessions ago whenever you just like sat down at one point because we were just trying to hit people.
I'm gonna sit down again at this point, and I'm just gonna sit there and just start thinking about why I can't do anything.
Rolled a 4 on that one. What was the other one? It was probably like a 5.
5, maybe
Yeah,
a 6.
It was a 5. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't have high
I'm just-
AC, but yeah.
I just sit back down and I'm like, well, all right, it's just the way it is now.
Yep. That one will turn its attention to you, Max, since you were slicing it up but good.
I am Counselor Dory.
Yeah, these things do not seem to care or anything. They're just completely feral and attacking you. 23 should hit.
It does hit. I assume you're going for Mac.
That's Mac, yeah. Bludgeoning. You did 30 some damage to it, so yeah. Tentacle 2 is a 25 to hit.
Oh man.
10 bludgeoning, and then it reaches up to do its... Oh, damn it.
Mm.
It can't quite get its hands over there, but it does batter you good with its meaty, girthy tentacles. Gottwald, the biggest cloud.
That's right. 5, 10. As you go dash, you go 15, 20, and move through this curtain.
I hope you're doing good things in there.
We'll see in a second.
Yeah. Fucking Chris.
I'm a cloud. What could happen to me?
Well, I wasn't prepared. All right. When you, I didn't know you were going. Okay. I'll describe the hallway for you.
McLeod!
If I hit a DM preparation barrier.
Well, I would know. We'll talk about it in chat, but
Oh yeah.
As you move your cloud through the hallway, and again, it's just reeking of mildew and rotting fish. I don't even have all your senses about you as you're a cloud. I guess you do. You can see just the whole thing is just sagging and water damaged, and you suddenly hear an alien voice ringing in your mind, and it speaks to you. It says, Zelix 4 sees you, feels your minds, your tenacity. Useful trait for a thrall. That is why we permit you this far. Your actions in Neverwinter were unwelcome. You got too close in Gunderland, and we've lost our sight with the shark people. And here you are, in a place no one cares, to meddle again. And one of you carries the mark. We should exert control, but that loathsome creature in Neverwinter. That's how you know. That's how you stay you. An annoyance that shall soon be rectified. Gottwald, you slip through the curtain as gaseous form, and you see another sort of large cavernous room, but everything is still decaying and destroyed. You can tell it was still built out of this just destruction of these buildings. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with carvings of tentacles and sea creatures, and stone steps on the other side descend into a pool of slimy, murky water. Near the north wall, a large brain-like growth extends up from the floor on thick stalks forming a bowl. The pink slurry inside occasionally gives off a spark of electricity. A man who looks like a local resident stares forward blankly nearby. Looming over him is a tall, gaunt humanoid with 4 large tentacles protruding from his mouth.
You can trust that dude.
Okay. Does he show any like acknowledgement that I'm in the room?
He does. How
There's a cloud.
How much do you have left of your turn, if I may ask?
I don't have any movement. I don't have any movement left. I got a bonus action, but
Okay.
I got no.
Nah,
movement.
you dashed.
Well, I dash as an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I have no action, no movement left.
Well,
I got a
he
bonus
does
action,
appear
that's it.
aware, and he appeared to speak to you as you were getting closer, and you felt like he could still touch your mind. So yeah, when your cloud moves in, you see him look up and kind of lock eyes in the hallway. Although you see he does appear to be somewhat confused by the fact that you're a cloud. So you're not sure if you're not sure what's going on, but only that you think he can sense your brain activity at that level, basically.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, all I got left is a bonus action anyway. So as my bonus action, I'm going to. I don't even know how logistically this works. I'm going to invoke my storm rune.
Okay.
For the next minute, when me or another creature within 60 feet of me makes an attack roll, saving throw, ability check, I can use my reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, we're really bending what we can do. It specifically does say.
Yeah.
It doesn't
says,
say
like,
you can't. Yeah. So.
Right. It's not a spell.
It's not a spell. You're not trying to talk or manipulate objects. You're not trying to attack or cast spells.
I'm just buffing myself up when I come out of the cloud.
Buff yourself up in the cloud. What is gonna fix it? 1 minute to your best side. Okay. So you turn
that's
on
all,
the storm rune.
Storm rune, yeah.
What is it? You have resistance to non-magical damage.
Get the eye.
Alright, so I am going to roll. I did not expect you to start this fight while you're fighting the other fight, but we'll talk about that. This is something Raven usually does.
Yeah.
Wow, this amazing initiative rolls.
Yeah.
All right, Toril, you were concentrating on the banishment, but there's still a creature left.
Okay. Let's blast him in the face.
That is going to be a successful blast.
Nice.
4 force damage, and I like that he kind of shoves back and helps like open the doors, which I did mention we're in the process of opening, but now he like violently like opens them up, and you can see kind of this rotting hallway inside.
Let's throw him into that rotting hallway.
Oh, the crits!
Nice.
Put it on the board.
Push him farther down that hallway.
16, we're getting closer. Yeah, for 10 damage. Pretty solid. And rolling that massive damage table. Target's knocked prone. Alright. You shoot him and knock him down.
Stuff.
Shook.
Thank you, Toril.
All
Finger
right.
guns.
Mac.
Ooh, what is this smell?
Mm-hmm. It's very, very fishy in here.
Ooh. Wait, I'm a turtle. I'm okay with this smell, I think. All right. Well, I believe this gives me advantage, right?
It in melee, yes.
Yes, it does.
On the prone. All three of those
Oh.
will hit. Weirdly, you rolled kind of the same number for like 6 times in a row.
Yep.
Not a great number,
Yeah.
but your modifier is so fucking sick.
Somehow it's 6 dice rolled. I got 0 crit.
Plus 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow.
You
Right.
also never rolled above a 10.
Wait.
in
That's-
six
a
rolls.
That's a feat. So
That
that
is
is
you've
a
never rolled above a 10. That is impressive.
achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, attack number 1. Oh wait, no sneak attack. Just kidding. Take away that 2. Well, hold
Doesn't
on.
sneak attack happen?
I
if
have
you
advantage. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. So that's
I think it only happens once per turn, right?
yeah, once per turn.
Okay.
Plus 8, plus 12,
Damn.
so 20, 34.
Goodness. Yes.
34.
34. All right. This creature is downed, and while it's down, you just do a flurry of quick blows and just slice it up good, and then it just becomes several chunks on the ground. And that is a killing blow. However, I cannot pull you out of initiative because Gottwald has triggered the next room.
Yeah.
The rest of you don't know that, though. He's a cloud. Well, I take it back. You all heard this voice. This voice probably did ring out to all of you when he did that. You don't know what context it happened in, only that the door was opening, and then within a few seconds, or along the rounds were, whenever Gottwald got that close, you all heard that that speech in your head.
Is this? So I only see half of Gottwald's icon. Is it because is that the curtain you were talking about?
Yeah, there's still a
Yeah.
curtain, and Gottwald was just kind of able to slip through it.
There's
Oh,
just a
okay.
big ass cloud hanging out like where the curtain is.
Yeah, basically.
What is happening?
I wish I got time
What's
to
my-
explain it to you.
I don't. It's been so long. I don't remember my movement speed.
This is supposed to be difficult terrain back here, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that. I don't think it matters much because you guys haven't been moving that much.
Oh, all the timber and wood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that solved my problem then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. 30. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can only go that far. Okay. All right. I was gonna go up to the curtain, but I don't think I can reach it.
Okay.
And then I'll just have Cheese come along. Come, boy, come. So he can fly, so he'll just kind of fly over the difficult terrain.
Okay.
Stand in front of me like a good dragon does.
All right, Gottwald Cloud. You are a large cloud, but you have a feeling the creature knows you're there. It's still it seems to kind of cock its head like it was expecting you to come forward and not this cloud. But you can tell it is sensing your very thoughts, basically. This figure is just staring blankly ahead, and all of a sudden its eyes like snap up and turn to you. And at the same time, you hear this creature's voice in your mind, and says, "I am Druscus, loyal attendant of Zelix 4, and you will become our thralls, or I will rip the useful bits out of you myself." And he just kind of makes a very barely perceptible sort of nod forward, and you see this just kind of regular looking dude suddenly like sprint forward with blade drawn, ready to stab at your cloudness.
Okay.
Which your cloudness does give you resistance.
Is my AC the same though? That's a good.
I assume. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the only thing it changes. Yeah, you have a flying speed of 10. Resistance on magical damage, advantage on strength checks and con saving throws, then you can obviously pass through stuff. But everything else I would assume is your same stats.
All right. Yeah.
So this one will attack. Let's see. What is your AC, by the way?
18
Alright, so that actually will hit.
does hit.
So you have like double resistance. You don't have double resistance. I don't think it stacks, but
Right. No, it doesn't. Yeah. So it's just 4.
yep. One more. 13 is not gonna hit, and then it's wielding 2 weapons: a short sword and then a dagger, and tries to stab at you with the dagger as well.
That'll hit.
All right, Savra.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. Can I use my command word for my little light bulb thing?
Yeah. What is your thing? Sorry, I forgot.
That's that glowy orb thingy that you gave me forever and a day ago.
Drift glow.
That
I
whenever,
think, right?
but yeah,
Yeah.
when I had my zomboys, I'd usually have them hold it, but I don't have them right now.
Can I just light you up, or do you want to put it somewhere?
You can just light me up. That's fine. Let there be light.
Are we saying 2020? Does that sound right, or is it bigger than that?
think that's right.
20 for now.
Okay, well, I can't see what's going on there because Gottwald's blocking the path.
The giant cloud.
I'm just a cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where the curtain is?
There's a
okay.
large
Right,
curtain
yeah.
there. Yeah, Gottwald slipped under it with
Okay.
his cloudness. That
Can
was
I
there,
use
so you
my
guys
mage?
wouldn't trigger this fight too early.
Well, I'm gonna use my mage hand to open the curtain.
Okay, as an action.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
If that has to be my action, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah. All right, cast the mage hand and dramatically reveal the
It dramatically
curtain.
rips the curtain open.
Yeah, which does show describe this room I described before, which is kind of a larger area built out of this just destroyed building. You got this large kind of brain slurry over here. This nice figure right here, which I do have. I don't think I have a handout. Do I have a handout?
Looks so regal.
Do have a handout, yeah.
Druskus.
Druskus. Yep,
What a cowl he's got.
this nice.
Goes up all the way to the top of his head.
Only the best cowls. And there's another. You see a giant cloud, which is oddly minotaur shaped. And then what looks like just a normal guy. Well, not a normal guy. He kind of maybe dressed like a bit of a scrappy rogue with blade in each hand, and it was currently just stabbing at the cloud.
It's real weird.
It's real weird.
Sounds about right. Okay, well, I can't do anything else because that was all of my actions, so I'm not going in there first.
Yep, that guy is dead. We go to Gottwald Cloud.
Okay, I feel like I've gotten the most I can get out of my cloudness.
The cloudness.
5, 10. No, I'm gonna go 5, 10. Do that instead. 5. Wait, hold on. If I go start here, I go
You were
5.
here.
I was
Hang
right
on.
there. Yes.
You were here. All right, start there.
I was here. Yes. So we go 5, 10. Okay. Shoot, I can't quite make it to the guy in the back there, can I? No, I can't. Shoot. Okay. That's all right. I will go that far, and I will. It takes a bonus action to come out of it. Is that?
It does say it takes a bonus action to come out. Yep, to end it early.
Okay. Then I will use a bonus
well, no,
action.
it said no concentration required on the potion, didn't it? I guess we could have had you roll concentration, but I think it specifically said no concentration. if
Oh,
you
right,
take it on
yeah.
The potion.
Yeah, so I will use a bonus action to decloudify myself
Okay.
on the other side of this dude.
I don't know which token you're using for that, but yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. Which I don't know if that pushes the dude. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I was in his space technically.
Yeah, you're pretty big. We'll put him here, I guess.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna. Well, okay. If I decloudify,
Mm-hmm.
do I get my normal movement now? I only move 10 feet as a cloud. Use a bonus action to decloudify. Do I still have the
Pistol turn.
Yeah. Do I still have the rest of my regular movement?
I think so. I do not know the rule for that. But I would assume so. I would probably argue you've taken up 10 feet of your movement.
Right. That seems logical. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm only gonna go 5 feet anyway. I'm just gonna walk up close enough to attack the tentacle man.
Tentacle man, tentacle man.
I'm gonna punch him.
Oh no.
Although, I don't have any bonus actions left. Do I? Yep, I don't have any bonus actions left. That's all right. Will 17 hit a Druskus?
Yes.
Giant Smite. For 15.
Okay. When you do that, Druskus stares at you and the fist, and the fist suddenly doesn't connect with him at all. You see yourself suddenly punching. It's probably gonna have to be that guy, but we'll see if anybody's.
Damn.
Quite close enough. You see it instead punching this guy, like right across the jaw, like.
Oh.
You look surprised. You have a rune that does that.
I do. I was sort of doing that. Exactly.
That's my move.
I was doing that for a while.
You were doing that for a while.
Was that his reaction, though?
That was his reaction, yeah.
Okay. That is a clever trick. I learned such things from Cloud Giant runes. $13?
13 does not quite hit.
Oh, damn. Roll 5. All right. That's it for me.
All right. Seeing that, you like punch him, and he just kind of like does this weird like ripple effect where you're like you thought he was right there, but he just moved slightly over. That's how I'm gonna flavor him as like
And
missing
then
an
you
attack.
punch the other dude. Yeah.
Yeah. But he just locks eyes with you, Gottwald, and says, "Your mind is weak, but you can be strong for us." And he will attempt to dominate you.
Oh boy.
I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. DC 16. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Sure. Let's go ahead and use the storm rune because that's what it's here for. Give myself advantage on that.
Oh, that can help you on it?
Yeah.
Storm Rune can do everything.
I think. Let me read it real quick.
There's no possible way you could roll worse than 4.
No possible way.
When you or another
There's
creature that you see with
17
a 60 makes an attack
possibilities.
roll, saving throw ability check, use a reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
I
give
would
yourself
this
advantage on it.
roll. I
Yeah.
would like to give myself advantage.
It
on
does
this
take your
wisdom
reaction if we remember that, but yeah.
Yes.
Reese, bless
God
you, sir.
damn it, Reese!
You called it and jinxed it. You see,
Oh no!
Gottwald's
Well,
eyes suddenly
My work here is done.
change color.
Time to go back to my nap.
Give you a red dot. As yeah, this dude ambles over here out of the way, and yeah, he enthralled you. And then before we stop this session, you suddenly hear a rumbling. Those of you in the hallway, which is Mac and Savra, and a kind of monstrous screaming sound as the very floor beneath you suddenly erupts as large pinchers come clawing their way up out of the floorboards. Mac, Savra, and Cheese, I need dexterity saving throws, please.
No.
Cheese can fly. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
It will probably help with the thing that's about to come.
I walk on walls.
Mac, you are able to dance out of the way. Would you want to, or dance, dodge, jump, whatever you want to call it? Do you want to go forward or backward? As you see, literally the entire floorboard crash down, basically. So you're forced to move.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to go backwards.
Okay.
I think realistically, since Cheese and Star are in front of me, it only makes sense to go backwards.
All right. You jump back and you see Sabra and Cheese fall.
Well, Cheese can fly.
I understand that, but, well...
Can he fall?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
If the
reflex
ground
of-
falls out underneath a bird, does it fall or does it just fly away?
I mean, it initially falls until it gets its wings out.
Yeah, and this is not... They're only falling, like, literally 5 feet. Like, it's not... Like, literally, they're just on it, just poof, it just falls away. So I'm going to rule that, yes, he's going to fall in here, but there's no falling damage. It's literally you're falling into water. The bummer, though, of what only Sabra and Cheese knows, is they fall down into a very large, cavernous, watery region, and there are 2 large lobster creatures in there who just tore apart the floorboards and are now eager at tearing apart your bodies. And I think we're actually going to stop our session right here with some insane things going on in this fight. Toro's still concentrating on banishment. Gottwald currently dominated. And Sabra and Cheese have been thrown into a pit with lobster creatures. I am loving all of this. Let it be known that Chris triggered this second fight while you guys were still fighting the first fight, though. I just want to let that be known. Always go deeper into the dungeon during a fight. I love that
That's
mantra.
right.
However, Gottwald did earn MVPC.
And he is
presumably
rewarded for
that.
his
He is
hubris.
rewarded for his hubris. You guys love to see that. Please roll on our MVPC table that you found while you were clouding around, apparently. All right, maybe you found another potion of greater healing. Somewhere.
Yeah, I needed that.
You were able to purchase one after all.
That's right.
All right, that'll do it for this session of Call from the Deep. Be sure to head over to our live post-session discussion, Chat from the Deep, after this show. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching. I think this is our first session with 4 of us in like a month also, which was awesome.
Right.
Shouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas, Dan, Brennan, Xenocider, Eclectic, Roleplayer, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F, John L, Eric, Tyler, Nathan, Crystal, Counselor, Andrew, Dell, The Reldrin, Stephanie, Patrick, I'm fucking this up, Stephanie, Patrick, Jason, Ismail, Ahmed, Lumpy Suds, Sharni, David, Warden, Cutest Fox, Harold, Sam, Eudaimonia, LLC. I think I've had a few people come and go, which really fucks up my rhythm, by the way. I need y'all to stop doing that. One person leaves and like the whole thing collapses. It's a house of cards. Gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Human, The Lizard Lounge, Sam, Jerome, Nathan, Fast, like a Tortoise, Scott, Rufus, Karen, Jerry, Glenn, Marcus, and Mark. Bless you, gold patrons. You know how to stick around. Thank you all for your support, and make sure I don't fuck up the flubs. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
I did have a feeling we'd have to stop during a fight in this one.
At some point.
I realized, like, oh, we hadn't even, like, interrogated the guy yet. Jeez.
Right.
We'll talk about that, chat.